All right, we are back after a 12-0 Blue Jays win. That's right, 12-0 over the Athletics, not the Oakland Athletics. If I slip on that in this one, I apologize. 12-0 over the Athletics. The Blue Jays win. They are back at 500. I feel like I've done this video a lot of times where I say the Jays are back at 500. Now's when they go on the run. It's 28-28 this time. Good stuff. Lots of places we can go. Obviously, in a 12-0 game, maybe not the most analysis to do, but I do have some pretty good notes on a few Blue Jays, mostly positive stuff tonight. And starting with positive, I think we have to go to Jose Berríos. He was chef's kiss. Jose Berríos was really, really good tonight. He got through 6 innings pitched, gave up just 2 hits, did not give up a run, 2 walks, and of course the highlight is going to be the 9 strikeouts. This might be, I'm not sure if this is the most strikeouts we've seen Berríos get to this season, but when he's got his strikeout stuff, man, he is fun to watch. I thought he did a great job attacking hitters, getting ahead early in counts, strike 1 and strike 2 before ball 1 and ball 2. And when he does that, he is so good. He had every pitch working tonight. The fastball, like the 2-seamer, he had a number of looking strikeouts, backwards Ks. And when he's backdooring that against lefties, starting it at a left-handed hitter's hip and then running it back across the plate and getting them looking, freezing the hitter, that's when you know he's good. And he's mixing in the changeup and he's mixing in the slurve. He was awesome. He struck out 7 of the first 9 hitters he faced. He was perfect through 3. And I thought it was really good. The biggest thing for me was he was on right from the jump. And that's what I'm saying with the 7 of the first 9 hitters he faced were strikeouts. Last time out against Tampa, he got into trouble in the first inning, and that ended up being the deciding run in the game. He gave up a 3-run homer to Junior Caminero in the first against the Rays in Tampa, and it got the Jays started on the wrong foot, and they never recovered. Tonight, Jose kept the A's off the board for the entire game, but especially early, gave the Jays a chance to get to that second inning. And I thought the Jays, obviously, you score 12 runs of run support, your pitcher's going to be freed up to throw strikes. But especially, I think he did a good job of taking advantage of the huge lead and filling up the zone, because when you're up that big, a solo home run's not going to hurt you. So on or out in 3 pitches or less, that's the old saying. And he did a really good job. Yeah, he's so good when he's ahead in the count. Mason Fluharty got an inning, and Jose Urania got 2 to clean it up. That was all 9 innings. It's all the Blue Jays needed. It was simple, done, and dusted Oakland A's. Good stuff. Back-to-back shutouts for the Jays and just 4 hits for the A's. So pitching staff has been unbelievable. Even going back to the Rays series, like that's 7 straight games where they've been really, really, really good. So shout out to the pitchers. Really good stuff. Speaking of pitchers, Oakland, or no, there we go. See, I did it. Oakland. A's pitchers tonight. Jacob Lopez got the start on the mound. He made it through an inning and 2/3. He got shelled. I think that's the polite way of saying it. Gave up 6 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned. 1 walk, did not strike out a hitter, gave up 2 homers. So, yeah, his season ERA exploded to 6.32. And he was sub-3 coming into tonight. Not a huge sample size. He's a soft tossing lefty, like a little bit funky. Kind of reminded me like of a guy that would usually be coming out of a bullpen to like face lefties and give a different look to hitters in the middle innings, like a middle reliever. And he was starting tonight for the A's. So yeah, I think the Jays, I'm not going to say the Jays did what they should do to a pitcher like that, but they did what you'd like them to do to a pitcher like that. So it was really good stuff. He came out of the game in the second, couldn't get through the second. And then Anthony Maldonado came in, and he was almost equally as terrible. He got through an inning in total, but not before he gave up 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks. He also did not strike out a hitter, and he also gave up 2 homers. After that, Sean Newcomb came into the game and settled it down, but it was already 11-0, and it was far too late. So let's get to the Blue Jays. Let's get to the fun stuff. That second inning, they scored 7 runs. 2 of those, well, not 2 of the runs, but 2 homers in the inning from Vlad and Ernie. Ernie had 5 RBI in that inning, which is a franchise record, actually, according to the broadcast. Ties him with Edwin Encarnacion. Edwin did it in 2013, I believe. So that's good stuff, man. Like, good for Ernie. He was 3 for 5 tonight with a double, a homer, and, of course, those 5 RBI. And I love him against lefties. I love watching Ernie hit against lefties. He rakes against lefties. He is hitting coming into tonight. So these numbers are going to be juiced now. Hitting 341 against lefties coming into tonight. So that's good stuff. Yeah, that's definitely good stuff. I'd love to see him. And this is the tough thing. Andres Jimenez is owed a lot of money, and he is going to need to play. Like, I don't know if he's going to play every day. He's certainly going to play every day against righties, so that doesn't bother Ernie. But like at this point, I would like to see Ernie in the lineup against lefties over Andres Jimenez. And I'm not sure if that's what the Jays are going to do because of how much money they owe Jimenez. But that's what I would be doing at this point, because seriously, every time there's a lefty starting pitcher on the mound, I want Ernie Clement. If there's a lefty reliever, a tough lefty reliever, I want Ernie Clement pinch hitting. Like he's that good against lefties. And yeah, he's losing time coming up soon when Jimenez is back. He's already lost time to Barger, who is also a left-handed hitter similar to Jimenez. So yeah, the playing time is tough, but listen, it's a good problem to have. Too many guys you want in the lineup is not a problem the Jays have had the last couple of years. So no complaints from me. The other guy who homered in that inning, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., not going to touch on that a whole lot. Obviously, whenever Vlad homers, it's probably the happiest we feel as Jays fans. Just a little bit of proof of concept that he's worth the money, and he's so fun to watch when he's having fun. Like a fun Vlad is as fun to watch as any player in baseball. I think I'll die on that take. That yeah, he's super fun when he's hitting homers, and like the Sportsnet broadcast is panning to him in the dugout, and he's giving hugs and laughing and dancing, and yeah, it's a ton of fun. He's tied for the team lead in homers now with 8 with Dalton Varsho, so that's good stuff. Moving on to the third inning, Jays scored 4 more runs. Bo hit a homer Bo hit a homer, second homer in 2 games, up to 6 on the season. All his homers all 6 of those homers came or have come in the month of May. That's good stuff. It's really good to see the power on a more consistent basis. If Bo hit 6 homers a month for 6 months, like that's 36 homers, and obviously he hit 0 home runs in April, so he's not going to hit 36 homers this year. But if he hits 6 homers a month every month for the rest of the season, he's going to hit, what's that, 30? So that's good stuff. A shout out to my mental math there. Yeah. George Springer also had a bomb, and he's been struggling, so good to see him get on the board and yank one into the left field seats. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Obviously, just a big laugher. A couple more offensive performances I want to shout out before we get out of here. Kirky, 3 for 3. He walked, had an RBI, scored 2 runs, and he's very quietly got his average up to 297 on the season. Just a 721 OPS to go along with that. But that's really good stuff from Kirky. Like, especially with the defense he plays, you're not never going to complain about the bat, but the bat is so secondary to what he brings, and the fact that he's offering that, and it's been consistent now. The at bat's been way better. He's been walking more, seeing more pitches, hitting way more line drives. He looks like a changed man, especially compared to last year. And yeah, I don't have a whole lot on Kirky, but I think he is seriously a premier catcher in the American League and in baseball, especially with what he brings with the glove. And he's honestly invaluable to this team defensively. I don't think that can be understated. And the fact that he gives you anything offensively is just beautiful, especially on a night like this. The other offensive performance I want to shout a little bit of a dark horse here. Jonathan Clase, 2 for 4 with a walk, scored 2 runs. He has quietly also got his average up to 270 on the season, so lower than Kirk, but a 708 OPS this year. And he's been sneaky, very productive at the plate. If I should have done this beforehand, but I didn't, so my apologies. But if I pulled up his stats from the last 2 weeks or the last 3 weeks, they'd be even better. He'd probably be hitting close to 300, probably over 300. He's been doing it. He's been doing the thing. He's been doing exactly what's been asked of him and a little bit more. The defense in the corner, there's some questionable reps at times. He's easily got the tools to do what needs to be done out there in the outfield, but I think he's a little bit raw. He's a little bit raw, and he's a little bit raw at the plate too, and on the base pass sometimes. Sometimes I feel like he is liable for like rookie mistakes. He got picked off last week, so he's not like far from a perfect ball player. Maybe not the guy I want out there in a like do or die situation late in a game or in a playoff game kind of thing. but he's been sneaky, really, really good this year, really productive, playing the heck out of his role. Yeah, good stuff from Jonathan Clase. And the last thing I want to do, and I don't want to be this guy, but on a night where it seems like everybody's getting hits, the Jays offense is on a roll. Anthony Santander also 0 for tonight. He had 2 walks. I'm not going to do any more than this. But I really thought he was going to get a hit, break out of it. Thought this would have been a really good night to be the Anthony Santander breakout night. You know what I mean? Like, Jays are all over A's pitching. Would have been easy for him to pick up a couple hits. Worked his 2 walks, so that's good. Not that there's no positive to work on here, but anyways. Tomorrow is going to be Chris Bassett on the hill, this time against Jeffrey Springs of the Oakland A's. Not that Jeffrey Springs is a bad hitter, but or a bad pitcher, sorry, but I think this is more good hitting for the Jays. I anticipate the fight at the bat rack to continue tomorrow. Get these guys swinging. Give me the more runs. The more runs, the better. I love these 12-0 games, these 14-0 games, the blowouts. Get that run differential back to even and above. I would watch this game every night for the rest of my life if you let me. I will be back tomorrow. Have a good night.